The year is 2024. And we now have people on social media comparing multiple different wrestlers to Hulk Hogan. I have no idea why this has become a thing, and it needs to stop. It needs to stop. I don't understand why, in the year 2024, the biggest insult we can give wrestlers that get pushed too hard is now them being called Hogan. Are you that childish? Has this community become that bloody childish that people will literally call any person a Hogan? Only 4 wrestlers, so far 4 wrestlers I've seen that have been called a Hogan this year. Becky Lynch was called a Hogan this year. Sami Zayn was called Hogan. Mercedes Moné, typical, gets called a Hogan. Because typical, she's just hated just for merely existing. And now recently, Bayley. Bayley, one of the most selfless women on the entire WWE roster, who had a massive losing streak in 2022 and 2023, who barely won many matches during that time, is being called a Hogan. I just do not get you people. I wish I was in the mind of the people on the internet, and good thing is, I don't want to be in their minds, because honestly, it is mind-boggling to me that the people that they are now calling a Hogan are people that they have been begging to be pushed and to be taken more seriously. Sami Zayn, everyone wanted him to be the guy to beat Roman Reigns. But no, that didn't happen. He wasn't the guy to beat Roman. Everyone felt he deserved better. Became tag team champion with Kevin Owens. I kind of don't really remember their tag team run, but they had a solid run together as tag team champions, from what I can remember. And then they would drop the titles to the Judgment Day. And then Sami Zayn would go on to beat Gunther for the Intercontinental Championship at WrestleMania. Look, I understand a lot of people wanted Chad Gable to do it. And it's kind of ironic how 1 year ago everyone wanted Sami Zayn to be the one to beat Roman, but then they wanted somebody else to beat Gunther, and then the one person they wanted to beat Roman was now the one pegged and put in that position, and all of a sudden everyone didn't like it. Guys, I thought you all wanted Sami Zayn to be treated better. But I guess now, we don't want the guy to be treated better. Like, seriously, it's beyond a joke. At this point, it's beyond a joke that this is what everything has come to. That everyone just gets called a Hogan now, even though the fans were the ones that wanted these people pushed. Sure, I wanted Chad Gable to win the Intercontinental title. Sure, I was one of those people. But did I go out of my way to insult Sami Zayn saying he didn't deserve the honor? No, I didn't. I didn't go out of my way to say Sami Zayn didn't deserve it, or anything along those lines. I didn't take it to the extreme like most fans did. Sure, I was upset and bummed out about it, but I was like, okay, well, hopefully he does win the IC title at some point. And he didn't, which is unfortunate, but it is what it is. And now he's doing great things with American Made. He's elevating Ivy Nile. He's elevating Ivy Nile and the Creed brothers. He's now elevating 3 new fresh talent that absolutely need the elevation right now. Who absolutely need it. But hopefully that leads into something big for him and American Made in the future. Becky Lynch. Listen, I understand people are getting tired of Becky Lynch being pushed, and I was one of those people. But I never compared her to Hulk Hogan. You all know who I compared her to? Charlotte Flair. It's the most easiest comparison in the world. And it's a more respectable comparison because Becky Lynch at one point criticized Charlotte for taking up TV time, taking away opportunities from other people, and Becky Lynch is doing the exact same thing that she criticized Charlotte for many, many years. That is an easier comparison, and that is a comparison that I can actually understand. Comparing Becky to Charlotte is much better than comparing her to Hulk Hogan. And the myth, and the reason why calling Becky Lynch Becky Hogan is so much worse is because they only called her this because she won the Women's World title when Rhea Ripley got hurt. When Becky Lynch put over Rhea Ripley at WrestleMania. So calling her Becky Hogan was the most pathetic of them all. Now if Becky beat Rhea Ripley at WrestleMania, then maybe I'd understand. But even then, I still wouldn't compare her to Hulk Hogan. I still would have compared her to Charlotte. You cannot sit there and call someone a Hogan when Becky Lynch literally put over Rhea Ripley the night before at WrestleMania. And then she literally dropped the title to Liv Morgan anyway. So why did she even bother calling her a Hogan? Calling Becky Lynch a Hogan was by far the most stupidest of them all because she put over 2 people. Well, actually 3, Nia, at the start of the year. And look at Nia now. She's a women's champion now. Though I hate it, but I'm just saying, she put over 3 people this year and they're all successful. 2 of them are now champions. But sure, Becky Lynch is a Hogan. She doesn't put people over. Yes, it's something I've criticized Becky for doing. But when she does put people over, I'm okay. But I actually appreciate it when she does do it. Especially with Rhea. But seriously, it's a joke that people are calling her a Hogan. Saying that she's exactly like Charlotte Flair is more something I can stomach more than comparing her to Hulk Hogan. Mercedes Moné, oh god, where do I start with her being called Hogan? Oh, because people for some reason believe she has the power. She has the politics. She has all the power in the world. She scripts her own matches. She books herself to win. Please, she doesn't book herself to win. She doesn't book herself to win. It's pathetic how people ultimately think she's just like Hulk Hogan. She changes the scripts and she politics. Weren't the people saying Mercedes deserved so much better, considering how WWE crapped her career with championship reigns? Mercedes deserves the world. Mercedes deserves to win championships. She should be having long championship reigns. She should be treated like the star that WWE never treated her as. And then when she becomes the star that we all know she deserves and should be, oh, she gets called a Hogan. She's a Hogan now! Because she's being treated better! Everyone who gets treated better are now apparently Hogans. It's a joke. It's so stupid. It's so stupid. It's ridiculous. And now people are making memes with Sasha's face and giving her Hogan's beard and his stupid bandana. Please. You people have nothing better to do in your lives. You people have nothing better to do in your pathetic little lives. This is 2024. We're in the year 2024 and people behave like this. It's absolutely ridiculous how the world acts and behaves. And finally, the most annoying one of them all, and the most recent one, is Bayley. Bayley is now being called a Hogan simply because she defeated Naomi to become number 1 contender at Bad Blood. Listen, I wanted Naomi to win as much as the next guy, but I knew Bayley was going to win. I wanted Naomi to become number 1 contender, but I knew it was going to be Bayley. Because I'm not stupid. I'm not stupid like the people in this community. I know when an outcome is obvious. I know when an outcome is obvious. I'm not stupid. But really, this is on WWE. What they could have done was just make it a triple threat with Bayley, Naomi, and Nia. But instead, they wanted to be like, nah, let's have them fight next week. Now, we're going to have them fight each other next week. Because, it's better that way. It wasn't better that way. We all wanted it to be a triple threat. Good old Triple H doesn't listen to the fans and goes with what he wants. People are now calling her a Hogan simply because of this. The freaking nerve of people to call Bayley a Hogan is ridiculous to me. Do we all remember her days in Damage Control? Where she took L after 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 L. You get it. Loss after loss after loss after loss after loss. Losses to Shotzi. Losses to Charlotte. Losses to insert person. Losses to this person. How many times did Bayley lose to Bianca Belair in the endless amount of matches that they had against each other? Losses everywhere for the role model during her days in Damage Control and all the keyboard warriors on social media. Bayley deserves better, man. Bayley deserves better. Why does Triple H keep doing Bayley dirty like this, man? Triple H should be removed from power. Bayley deserves better. And now in the year 2024, we're now calling her a Hogan. Pathetic! Pathetic! I hate this community. And this is why I hate this community, because these people are just never happy with anything. We go from Bayley deserves better to now calling her a Hogan. We go from Sami Zayn deserves better to now calling him a Hogan. We go from Mercedes deserves to be treated like a star to calling her a freaking Hogan. I hate this community. Becky might be the only person. Now again, I wouldn't call her a Hogan But Becky might be the only person I may slightly agree with. I do feel Becky needs to drop down the card when she does eventually come back. Start working with some younger people. Stay out of the title picture for a bit. But in no way Becky is a Hogan. She's just another Charlotte Flair. She's just becoming everything she hated Charlotte for doing. That's all she is. She criticized Charlotte for always taking away opportunities from other people, and now she does that exact thing. That's the only person people should be comparing Becky to. Not Hulk Hogan. So there's your little rant video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know down below if you agree with me. And I'll see you all in the next video.